Hi everyone, my name is Atinder Sir and welcome to ATP STEM. Today's video is about a recent announcement by NTA about JEE Main examination. Some of you might know that day before yesterday, 1st November, NTA released the latest reduced syllabus along with the timelines. So we are going to discuss what is the syllabus, what portion has been removed, what portion has been added in the exam that is happening, and what are the important timelines. Apart from that, at the end of this video, I will also advise you on preparation strategy for next 3 months because the exam is right around the corner. In next 90 days, it's going to decide what rank you will get, what percentile will you get. And especially for Gulf students, you will get to know what will happen if you apply through DASA quota. Because the result of this examination will be out by 12th of February. If the result is out by 12th, DASA registration is going to start in the month of March. So you would already have some idea which college you are about to get based on your first attempt. So listen to this video very carefully. As far as timelines are concerned, registration is already open. In next 30 days, you need to register yourself online for this examination. You will get to know about your center's city by second week of January, and 3 days before the actual exam, you will be able to download your admit card, which will have further details for the examination. Now let's go through the physics syllabus first. In physics syllabus, first I'm going to go through 2023 document in which I have highlighted what portion has been removed. Then I will go through 2024 document in which I have highlighted what portion has been added. Sometimes there is just a little bit of change in wording. So even if a word is missing or added, you don't need to worry about it because for the rest of the subjects and the subtopics, you need to know all of that anyways. So that has also been taken care of. So you will see that in our highlighting at points, there are star marked for the points which are important to focus on or definitely reduced and you don't need to pay attention to that. Okay, let's start with physics. First, we are going to go through the syllabus of 2023, right? Let's see what has been removed from last year. So this first line, physics, technology and society has been removed. Not that there will be any questions on that, even if they mention this. Then accuracy and precision of measuring instruments have been removed. Zero vector has been removed in kinematics. Again, not that there would be any question on this. And then moving forward, if we look at chapter gravitation, geostationary satellites have been removed. So no more question on geostationary satellite, but this was just a single concept that the time period is 24 hours. Again, not a big change in your preparation. But when it comes to fluids, your Reynolds number formula, that has been removed and its application is gone now. Apart from that, in chapter radiation, Newton's law of cooling is completely gone. No more numericals on Newton's law of cooling. And not just this, they have also removed the experimental skills because there was one experiment based on this concept that has also been removed now. Next, in thermodynamics, we can see Carnot engine and its efficiency. This is completely gone now. No more Carnot engine. You don't need to study this at all. In topic oscillations and waves, free, forced and damped oscillation and resonance. JEE Mains, this is definitely gone now. In topic oscillation and waves, free, forced, damped oscillations and resonance is completely gone. You don't need to do that. Apart from this, Doppler effect in sound is also gone, right? Again, there were multiple cases in this and there was a formula. No focus on this. Just move forward. In electrostats, resistances of different materials is removed, so you don't have to remember any of the values of any popular resistors. Color code of resistors is no longer there. No need to memorize that long chart with a mnemonic. Let's keep physics logical. Great. Potentiometer and principle and its application. This is strange. Potentiometer is a highly logical concept that has been completely removed. No questions on this. In magnetism, cyclotron is completely gone now. No more questions on cyclotron. And apart from that, they have mentioned that magnetic susceptibility and permeability is gone. But you will see that in the added syllabus or the syllabus that remains, you will definitely need to know this. This wording is missing in the new PDF in 2024, but you will need to know this because paramagnetism, diamagnetism and ferromagnetism is still there. Hysteresis loop completely gone. Difference between electromagnets and permanent magnets is gone. In alternating current, quality factor is gone. You don't need to remember that concept of the formula for Q value or Q factor. In optics, resolving power of microscope and telescope is completely gone now. This was again just one simple formula for each one of them that you were supposed to apply. You can skip that formula now. In dual nature of matter, Davison-Germer experiment is gone, so no more nickel crystal stuff or Bragg's plane concept. This can be skipped. In atoms and nuclei, this is one of the biggest shock that radioactivity is gone. Radioactivity is a very logical concept. Very interesting questions can be made in advance. Sequential radioactive decay is a very interesting problem to discuss, but this is completely gone now. In electronic devices, the entire section on transistor is gone now, and communication system is completely removed. No more communication system in your syllabus, and in electronic devices you only need to discuss the junction diodes, their properties, different types of diodes, but no longer transistor. NP, NP, NP is no more there. In experimental skills, plotting a cooling curve, this is the Newton's law of cooling, that is gone. We have discussed that before. Then potentiometer concept is gone, and of course the experiment related to that is also no longer there. Characteristic curves of transistor and using a multimeter to identify transistor or which type of transistor is there, etc. This is gone because from theory the same topics are completely absent. Now we are going to look at 2024 PDF, and we will go through some highlights. What is the extra things that they have added, and do you need to pay attention or focus more on any of those concepts? Let's see. So this is JEE Main 2024 syllabus. In this, first edition is in laws of motion, where they have mentioned vehicle on a level circular road and vehicle on a banked road. You were supposed to know this anyways, even if they don't mention this and you are studying laws of motion along with circular motion, these concepts are already there. Then work energy power, they have mentioned motion in vertical circle. Again, if you are preparing for JEE, motion in vertical circle is a very important concept, whether it is mentioned in the syllabus or not. In rotation, they have added a few terms: equilibrium of rigid bodies and comparison of linear and rotational motions. So there can be a theory question about this, but that would be too simple if it's about only a comparison. Equilibrium was a big part of rotation anyways, so even if this was not mentioned, you were supposed to know this. Gravitation, they have added the term motion of a satellite, time period and energy of satellite. Again, you were supposed to know this anyways. So far we can see that there is nothing that we need to really change in our strategy based on the terms that are being added. Effect of gravity on fluid pressure. You were supposed to know this. The pressure formula depends upon gravity. So this is nothing new here. In solids and liquids, effect of gravity on pressure has been mentioned, but this again you're supposed to know anyway. Critical velocity is mentioned extra. So this is to differentiate between streamlined flow and turbulent flow. Then they have mentioned excess of pressure across a curved surface. But even last year, drops, bubbles and capillary rise was part of the syllabus, so you were supposed to know this anyways. They have mentioned the terms isothermal and adiabatic processes, again, which are standard parts of thermodynamics anyway, so nothing new. If you have been preparing, you already know all of this. They have mentioned the term potential difference in electrostats, that you're supposed to know anyways. Electric dipole in electric field and capacitance, again, standard stuff, just a difference in terminology. In current electricity, mobility is one term that has been added, right? So this was not there before. So expect a question that relates to maybe drift velocity and mobility. Conductivity, very obvious concept, reverse of resistivity, nothing new here. And when it comes to magnetic effects, in moving coil galvanometer, sensitivity word is mentioned. Last year's syllabus, it was mentioned current sensitivity. This means they can actually ask you a question about voltage sensitivity as well. Now there can be a question on that. Then magnetic field due to magnetic dipole along its axis and perpendicular to the axis, torque on magnetic dipole in uniform magnetic field, and para-dia ferromagnetic substances with examples. So now you will need to remember some examples here as well. There can be a question that which one of these is paramagnetic or ferromagnetic. The effect of temperature on magnetic properties. So this is basically related to how ferromagnetic substances change into paramagnetic substances. So I have marked these as star. Please go through this. This was not there last year. In electromagnetic waves, we can see displacement current has been added, which was not there last year. So this is a single conceptual formula. This you should definitely go through. Pay attention to this. In optics, they have mentioned Lensmaker formula, which you were supposed to know anyways. Refraction of light through prism was not there last year. So this year, refraction of light through prism is also going to be there. And that's it. These were all the additions. So out of the additions, what are the important things that you need to pay attention to? Refraction through prism, displacement current, and magnetism. Some part is important. Apart from that, mobility is a single formula that you need to know in current electricity, and everything else you were supposed to prepare anyway. So no extra load when it comes to what has been added in the wordings of the syllabus, but definitely there are a lot of concepts that you can skip. Now my colleagues will help you with chemistry and math syllabus. Thank you.
Thank you, Atinder Sir, for your insights. Hello guys, my name is Sahaj and we will be starting with chemistry now. So this is 2023 JEE Mains portion. I will highlight the cut portions in red, and the portions which are highlighted in blue, they are actually cut, but we will have to study it anyway because these portions are used in some other chapters of chemistry which are present in portion. So let's see. We are starting with chapter number 1. So physical quantity, their measurements, precision, accuracy, significant figure, SI units, they are cut from the portion of 2024, but some parts of these are present in your physics portion. So anyway, you have to study it. States of matter, the complete chapter has been cut, which includes the solid state as well. So you don't have to worry about it. But these gas laws, the equation PV equal to nRT, I recommend you guys to study it because it will be used going forward in solutions, going forward in thermodynamics. Okay, so I have highlighted the sections. They are actually cut, but I have highlighted them in blue. They are actually cut, but we will be studying it anyway. In atomic structure, Thomson and Rutherford, the classical models, they are not there now. So rest everything is present. Chemical bonding, it is unchanged. Thermodynamics, it is unchanged. Solutions, equilibrium, unchanged. Redox reaction, electrochemistry, unchanged. Chemical kinetics, unchanged. So this last chapter of physical chemistry, surface chemistry, this has been removed completely. Okay, but catalysis, I will recommend you guys to study because you anyway have to study it in kinetics. Okay, so catalysis is something which we will be focusing on. I have highlighted that in blue. Colloidal solution, see, officially it has been cut, but if we see the PDF of 2024, towards the end, they in the preparation part, they have written that preparation of lyophobic and lyophilic salts is there. So the term salts is written, the term colloidal solutions is there. So I would recommend you guys to study at least some basics of this colloidal solutions. Don't ignore it completely. Okay. On the other hand, adsorption theory, this you can completely ignore. All right. Now, moving on to inorganic chemistry. Inorganic chemistry, periodic classification, present as it is. Metallurgy. Metallurgy as a chapter is completely gone. But again, here as well, in these names of ore and their formulae, I would recommend you guys to go over it. Why? Because these ores are used in, the terms are given in D block, their terms are given in P block as well. Okay. Hydrogen, the chapter is completely gone, but I have highlighted hydrogen peroxide here because in 2024 portion, this one reaction of H2O2 is given. So questions might be built around it. S block completely gone. So this is it. For P block, the block-wise, group-wise study is not there. Just the general introduction. This much part is present in portion now. So you guys can ignore the compounds which are given in group 14 to 18. Those can be ignored now. DNF block, as it is, coordination chemistry as it is. Environmental chemistry is something which you can totally ignore now. I found out there is no correlation of any concept of environmental chemistry which might be asked in some other chapters of chemistry. Okay, moving on to organic chemistry. All the classical chapters of organic chemistry, purification and characteristics, basic principle, IUPAC and isomerism, hydrocarbons, halides, alcohol, phenols, ethers, aldehyde, ketones, carboxylic acid, amines, basically nitrogen containing compounds, they are present as it is. So no deduction has been done from there. On the other hand, polymers, one of the dry chapters of organic chemistry where we have to mug up a lot, this has been completely cut. Okay, but still I would recommend you guys to remember at least the polythene and polythene related polymers, okay, which includes polyvinyl chlorides and everything, because there might be a question from ethene which relates to this polythene. Okay, so I have highlighted that in blue. Biomolecules, the chapter is as it is present with addition of hormones. So there is one addition in biomolecules, and that I have highlighted in 2024 PDF in green. Okay, so general introduction about hormones is present. All right, moving on. Last, chemistry in everyday life, the chapter has been completely cut. No introduction, no compounds to remember, nothing. But still, I would suggest you guys to focus on these two topics, which is analgesic. One analgesic which we have to remember is aspirin, which we study, the aspirin compound we study in phenol derivatives as well. Remember, Riemann-Tiemann reaction, Kolb's reaction. Okay, phenol as an antiseptic and disinfectant with different percentages, if you remember, this can be asked as well. So we will ignore this chapter, but we will focus on analgesics and antiseptics part. Okay, I hope that is clear. Towards the end, all the cation and anion analysis is there, and mostly the cation and anion analysis reactions are from P block. So at least these reactions which are present in this cation and anion analysis which relates to P block, those are the reactions which we will be focusing on a lot moving forward. Okay. So this is our 2024 portion. We will focus on cation anion analysis, especially their P block related reactions. H2O2, though hydrogen chapter is gone, but we will be focusing on H2O2. So there has been a lot of change, especially in chemistry. The syllabus has been reduced dramatically. So I hope you guys will score well going forward in your JEE Mains 2024. So this is it for chemistry, guys. Thank you very much. Over to Satya Sir.
Hi everyone, my name is Satya Singh. Welcome to ATP STEM. Thank you Atinder Sir and thank you Sahaj Sir for going through reduced syllabus of physics and chemistry. Let's go through the reduced syllabus of maths now. So, looking at the first unit, sets, relations and functions, the syllabus is exactly the same as the previous year, but in complex numbers and quadratic equation. A square root of complex number has been removed and triangle inequality has been removed. Talking about matrices and determinant, elementary transformation is not there in the syllabus. Mathematical induction, the complete chapter has been removed. Talking about binomial theorem, properties of binomial coefficient and its application has been removed. Means sigma NCR, the whole square, those kind of questions has been removed. Talking about sequence and series, sum up to n terms of a special series and AGP has been removed. Talking about limit, continuity and differentiability, we don't have Rolle's theorem and Lagrange's mean value theorem. We don't have tangents and normal as well. In integral calculus, everything is there except integral as limit of sum. And in differential equation, we don't have formation of differential equation. Talking about coordinate geometry, from a straight line, they have removed measure of the portion. There is no angle bisector, not acute angle bisector, not obtuse angle bisector. Family of lines is also not there. In circle, we don't have condition of tangency. We don't have equation of tangent. If it's not there in circle, there is no sense in keeping this in conic section. It's been removed from the conic section. We don't have condition of tangency We don't have point of tangency, we don't have tangent equation. If tangent equation is not there, we don't have normal equation as well. In 3D, they have removed major part of the plane. We don't have plane in different form. You don't need to learn about equation of plane in different form. If plane is not there, we don't have intersection of line and plane. We don't have distance of line from plane. We don't have coplanar lines. In vector algebra, the syllabus is same. There is nothing reduced from vector algebra. One more thing. In this year's syllabus, they haven't mentioned scalar and vector triple product, but they have mentioned scalar and vector products. Which product it can be? It can be anything. It can be scalar triple product. It can be vector triple products. In statistics and probability, from probability syllabus, Bernoulli trials and binomial distribution has been removed. So you have basic question on probability distribution function. You don't have Bernoulli trials and binomial distribution. In trigonometry part, you don't have height and distance. In mathematical reasoning, everything has been removed. So this much is there in reduced syllabus. If you look at the syllabus, they haven't mentioned inverse of a function, but there are many questions in which we use inverse of a function. So please prepare basic of inverse functions as well. In complex number chapter, you don't have cube root of unity. They haven't mentioned cube root of unity. They haven't mentioned geometry. But please prepare cube root of unity concept as well and basic of geometry and modulus. The reason is cube root of unity falls under algebra of complex number. Since modulus is there, then they can ask question on geometry and modulus as well. Talking about matrix part, no need to prepare anything extra. Whatever is there in syllabus, that is sufficient. Same for permutation and combination. In sequence and series, please learn the basic question based on sigma 1, sigma k square and sigma k cube. You just need to know the basic. It will help you to solve many basic questions, not related to maths chapter as well. It will be used in physics as well. Limits content differentiability, no need to prepare anything extra. Talking about vector algebra, as I have mentioned, they have given scalar and vector products, but scalar and vector triple product is not mentioned, but please prepare for this as well because that's a part of scalar and vector products. Talking about probability, they haven't mentioned independent events, but that's a part of multiplication theorem of probability. So please prepare problem on independent events as well. Conditional probability is not mentioned, but that's a part of Bayes theorem. Without conditional probability, without knowing conditional probability, you can't solve problem of Bayes theorem. So please prepare problem on conditional probabilities as well. Bernoulli trials and binomial distribution, that has been removed, that I already told you. Now in trigonometry, there is no mention of trigonometric equation, but they have mentioned trigonometrical function. So please prepare basic problems on trigonometric equation, not the difficult one, basic problem. Like if I'm asking sin x equal to root 3 by 2, you need to know the general values or many values of sin x equal to root 3 by 2. That's all in the maths. Thank you so much.
ATP STEM is a UAE-based institute, so we generally focus only on Gulf students. In Gulf, there are 3 types of students who will be appearing for JEE Main. First, students who are targeting JEE Advanced exam. Second, students who are targeting for JEE Main exam. They are looking at DASA quota. Through that reservation, they want to get into a very good NIT. And third are the students who are applying for Western universities, but simultaneously creating a backup in India through JEE Main examination. So the strategy is going to be more or less common, but there will be some differences which I will explain to you. So students who are targeting JEE Advanced exam, they might think that all of this reduction that has happened in mains might not happen in advance. So therefore, they should continue to study as per advance only. That's not necessarily true. It is very important that your confidence stays high throughout the journey of advance till the month of June. For that to happen, your JEE Main score needs to be good. If you want a good score in JEE Main, only focus on the area which is coming, only focus on the syllabus which is coming in the exam, right? Of course, we already have highlighted the parts of the portions which are not coming. Focus on that after the first attempt is over and your board exams are over. Now, coming back to a general strategy, we know that most of you are going through your school examinations right now. It's November right now, so most of the schools have an exam. It's a major exam that is happening. So therefore, my assumption would be that you have prepared most of the 12th grade syllabus already. as soon as the exam is over, start preparing and revising 11th grade syllabus. You need to focus on 11th grade because you are just coming out of your 12th grade examination. In 11th grade, go through each and every topic up to a point where you are able to comfortably solve most of the previous year questions. Don't go beyond that because we don't have too much of time. So you need to cover maximum syllabus of 11th grade in 15 days, at max 25 days if it's been a long time since you have done that, right? But it is important to touch base with more number of topics. The reason being, each and every question in the exam has same weightage. So it does not matter whether the question is from your liking chapter or a chapter that you don't understand that well, right? So if there is an easy question from a topic that you are not comfortable with, you will miss out on that if you don't touch that topic. So in fact, the strategy should be prepare your weakest topic first. Bring it to a level that you can solve PYQs of JEE Main, right? Finish this at the start in the month of December. By mid-December, this should completely be over. Then give a small review to 12th grade and start writing mock papers, as many mock papers as you can. Now, when it comes to mock papers, it is a good idea to start with part papers. Do not attempt a full-length mock paper at the start. Take a chunk of syllabus, let's say half of 11th grade physics in one test, then the next half, then half of 12th grade, then the next half. So in 4 papers, you should be able to cover the full syllabus. This way you will get to know your level of expertise in each and every sections of the syllabus. Then afterwards, you can start moving over to full-length mock papers, which should be on full syllabus. The month of January is where there is a difference in strategy in the first 2 categories and the third one. Students who are applying to West, they might need the score of the January exam in school to improve their predicteds, so they should focus on that. Whereas students who are serious about JEE Advanced or are focusing highly on JEE Mains, they should write mock papers every second to third day. January is all about practice. The more papers you do, the more speed you build, the more you will understand the examination environment, and there will be less surprises on the actual day. When it comes to exam strategy, we see that most of the students always start with their favorite subject. This might not be a good strategy. Might be, I'll explain that case as well, but this might not necessarily be a good strategy. So you need to experiment. Write 4 to 5 papers in the exact reverse sequence. Why? So when you are the most fresh at the start of the examination, you have maximum energy, you have maximum focus. You are utilizing your maximum brain power to the topic which is easiest for you. And when you are handling the difficult part of the exam, at that time, your stamina is depleted. You have less energy, you have less focus. Of course, you will not do that well. So flipping this around might help you. Or it can work the other way around as well. There are some students, when they do their favorite subject first, their confidence goes up. So for them, if confidence is important, and if you see that you're not going to do well if you tackle the difficult portion first, then you need to go back to the same original strategy. But experiment with this. Definitely do 5 mock papers with 2 different strategies. See what is working best for you and then narrow down on a single strategy. And the last few mock tests should be with the same strategy without changing the order. Then you just work on highlighting the questions. When you look at the questions, see what are the easy questions, what are the medium questions, what are the hard questions. The moment you see that there is a difficult question, skip, move forward, because every question has same weightage. If you can do a question under 10 to 20 seconds, it'll give you 4 marks. If you do a question in 10 minutes, that will also give you 4 marks. So it is a smarter move to do all the easy questions first for each and every subject and handle the hard questions later. Skip even if you want to. That's totally fine. But having good accuracy is very, very important. I hope this was useful. For more such videos, let us know in the comments how you liked it, what content would you like to see, and if we can help further. Thank you so much. That's it from my side.